Hello.
Hello.
If you'd recognize the theme music,
Tonight we would like to talk about Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
One of our super favorite things to talk about.
Sunday
to read
nights.
about, to watch, to,
Have beer too.
yes.
It's good beer. On, once a year.
Beer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I collect the beer. You collect the beer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really drink it, to be honest. Actually, I just save it.
We have drank it.
Yeah.
It's alright. It's not horrible. For the Miller Lite, but whatever. Anyway, Game of Thrones, last week's episode. OMG, probably the best episode there has been in Game of Thrones.
Winter is coming.
Winter came.
It did. It did.
Winter is here.
Winter is here. It definitely hit the people, the
wildlings?
Wildlings, thank you.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was so crazy.
It was.
Those who have not watched it, you need to watch it.
Yeah. If you haven't watched it, probably stop watching us right now. I hate to say that,
We
but
will spoil it.
we will spoil it. So just stop right now. Just stop.
And
Go.
to your DVR
Yeah.
and hit play.
Hit play. Go watch Netflix, DVR, whatever it is. Find it, watch it, and then come back. And you will understand our love and devotion to Game of Thrones. If you don't like it, I apologize, but you probably won't like the other things that we discuss as well. I mean, it's just probably we don't have a lot in common.
Right. We might need to break up.
We may need to, it just may not work. But the truth is, it was amazing. I think that, we sit every Sunday and together in silence.
Watching Game of Thrones.
Watching Game of
And
Thrones.
then we discuss Game of Thrones. And prior to watching it, we're discussing Game of Thrones.
Absolutely.
I think something amazing is Cersei being in jail.
Oh,
Imprisoned.
I think it's wonderful.
She's such a bloody cunt.
She is. She is. And if you don't like the word cunt, just,
Then you probably shouldn't watch it.
you probably should watch. There's other things that you're just not going to like that we say, and cunt is just, one of the many things that you won't like. But yeah, no, she's. It's finally coming around that it's about time that she's getting served some of her own medicine. And what I loved is that she just was so, like, the episode before, I mean just the second before she was in jail, she was like so smug, so self-assured that things were finally going her way, and she was so happy and like, I'm clever.
Her sipping water off the ground, best part
Oh
ever.
my God.
Best part
And she's
ever.
like telling the nun, I'm going to kill you, and then I'm going to give you money. It was so, it was, I'm going to kill you, and then finally I can give you money, because she realized I'm going to kill you isn't working. Like, my threats to you are not getting anywhere. So now I'll give you money. I'll do anything. And it's still nothing. The religion, the faith is not taking Cersei whatsoever serious. And the reality of it is
Don't have sex with your brother.
don't have sex with your brother. And Cersei is facing a much seriouser punishment than probably that of the queen, who, the daughter-in-law, Marjorie. Yeah, and I'm thinking Marjorie is going to get put free.
I think so too.
And I think that Marjorie will end up being okay. I just don't know if the king
Sadly, the fate of the king is probably...
I think he's going to die. I think he's going to die of sadness. I think he's going to kill himself.
Well, let's not give out any spoilers of what could possibly happen with
I mean, these are all
the current king.
The current king. This isn't a spoiler. This is just a, truthfully, it's just prediction. He is really depressed, and he is, it's the state of him. His mother, who has wound him so...
And he's such a sweet boy.
He's so wound to his mom.
So much sweeter than Joffrey.
Yeah, and she convinced him that she was the only one who was looking out for his best interests. So now he believed that, and now she's in jail. And Marjorie, who he really loves, is in jail, and he believes that, she may not come out. So I think that he is not going to be okay. I'm worried for him. He's much sweeter than Joffrey, so hopefully...
Well, the stories have also, after this episode, are not on track with the books.
Oh, really?
Yes, yeah. Because this scene, the White Walker scene, did not happen in the books.
Really? Interesting.
Yes. Which is crazy cool and just a little bit crazy altogether. Yeah. I love it. I love that, it makes things a little more unpredictable. You don't know exactly what could possibly happen then. What you thought might happen may not.
Right. Right. It's good. I think
it is good.
Because sometimes things are a little too predictable then.
Right. And the parentage of Jon Snow. This has been a big one that I've been discussing with everyone that knows me and that happens to watch Game of Thrones. And I'm probably talking to people who don't watch Game of Thrones about it, only because it's something I'm super excited about.
So if you saw the episode, you saw that Jon Snow's blade killed a White Walker, which is Valyrian steel, which, a blade that kills a White Walker is typically not possible. And killing a White Walker, I mean, it shocked other White Walkers. It was like, who is this guy? How is he doing this? And it shocked him. He thought it was going to crack like all other blades.
Right.
And it didn't. It killed the White Walker. So it says a lot about him in general. It says a lot about maybe who he is.
Or who he could possibly be. So we're thinking, based on rumor and, going through and reading different things, that Lyanna Stark and Rhaegar Targaryen may have had an illegitimate child that Ned Stark took on as his own.
It's possible. And here's the theory we were discussing. Think about this. If you remember back to the first season, for those of you who have this interest, Ned Stark was this guy of high moral fiber. And, I mean, it just didn't fit with his story that he would ever cheat on his wife. They were so in love. And his wife, I mean, she wouldn't even talk to Jon Snow because it just didn't fit. It didn't fit that, here's this kid who he brought home. And here's all my kids that...
And he literally brought him home. There was no mother involved, which seems...
No explanation.
Extremely strange. Although, very Ned Stark-like to just take care... I'm going to take care of this child that's mine.
Right. Yet, no explanation, no nothing. Just, this is my kid.
A son who is just a tad bit younger than Robert Stark.
Mm-hmm.
Robb Stark. And,
But if he was, in fact, a Targaryen, and this would make sense, and all the Targaryens were killed, except the two that were protected and taken away, it would make sense that Ned would take him because he was related to his sister,
right,
and say, oh, no, he's mine, and he's a Snow because he's my bastard, and just lie instead of saying he's a Targaryen, and instead say this because for his own safety. and for his sister's well-being, and maybe because his sister died, saying,
He had a lot
"I'll
of
do
love
this
his
for you."
sister.
Yeah, saying, "I'll do this for you,"
Which would make Jon Snow Daenerys's cousin.
Mm-hmm.
Which would be crazy cool and crazy awesome things going on with Daenerys at the current moment. Yes, she does have a dragon that's going a little crazy right now.
Yep.
But she now has...
And it may be going crazy because it may be trying to find Jon Snow too. Might be.
Maybe. Very possibly. Very possibly. Because I do believe that the eggs of the dragons... one of them was Rhaegar's egg. And Rhaegar would have been Jon Snow's father.
Right.
So, if I'm correct on that, don't quote me on the...
We're just trying to figure it out. I mean...
Eggage!
Yeah.
But, Daenerys and... What's his face? Tywin.
Tywin Lannister?
Tywin Lannister.
Yeah.
Are now together, forming a
bond and forming a business relationship, if you will. He's her advisor, and it's really smart choice on her part, because he is he's an obvious choice for a smart business partner. He
is very smart, and he knows what he's talking about. He knows the Seven Kingdoms very well. And, well, he is a little shiesty motherfucker. But
yeah. We're going to put up a picture here right now of the family houses here that you can see all of the different family unions right now.
And we picked a really cute one.
Yeah,
We'll show
you'll see the dogs,
and
all of that. So you should be seeing that right now.
Pup.
Yeah, and but it's going to be perfect with him leading that, helping her at the helm. I think that she's going to have a lot better success. He's very smart politically speaking, and I don't think that she is.
And she is the daughter of the Mad King.
Yeah, I think she has...
Which I think makes her a little bit mean, because she's been a little bit...
She's been a little bit mean. She doesn't have...
She needs a good advisor.
She has good intuition, bad politics.
But she's smoking hot.
True. She is.
Mm-hmm. And she's going to be in the Terminator. So excited. So excited.
As a brunette.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. We like actresses. And hot ones at that. This is the Let's Be Honest channel, so let's be honest.